I drove out to this temple on a motorbike. I rented for $10 in Thailand, and I just wanted to film some monkeys, and now I'm walking towards a cave. There are monkeys here. There's a lot of monkeys. I'm just a little mind blown as to what's going on. And a lot of things I've been doing just feel straight up illegal. Like renting a bike and no one checking my ID. Or, I don't know, like everything. Like I just drove into this temple and there's monkeys. They're everywhere. Monkeys live here. And I'm also here with the monkeys, but instead of filming them right away, I'm gonna check out this cave that the kids are telling me to go check out. Only one of the kids could speak English. Even the adults couldn't. It's a big culture shock, but yeah, I think maybe part of going on a trip feels good because we're doing stuff we don't normally do, and sometimes they contradict the rules we're told to follow, and I really enjoy doing that. I guess maybe we all do enjoy breaking the rules a little bit. Like, I could never rent a motorcycle back in America, or most places. Can't just rent one with a $6 security deposit. They did take my passport. I didn't know I could walk around here without a passport, so that feels illegal too. So here I am walking 300 steps up to a cave I know nothing about. It could be filled with deadly bat guana for all I know. But I'm gonna keep on pushing. And this search for Buddhism in Asia has really done a lot to me. I mean, I don't know which way to go right now. On the road. So maybe we'll go up these big steps. I need to work out. But maybe it's, this whole Buddhism thing in Asia has really turned my perspective into a different lane than it previously was. And I just really it really hits home. I don't know. When I was in Japan, I was at a temple for, I think it was Japanese New Year, and it was the biggest line I've ever seen in my life, just to get into a temple. And I guess the sheer number of people committed to this religion really spoke to me. And the scale of these religious monuments they have is also pretty incredible. I mean, I'm climbing a mountain right now just to get to something I assume is religious, because there's no tourism dollars involved. I didn't pay anyone. I'm just walking up. The steepest staircase ever. Oh, 100 more to go. At least there's indication I'm going somewhere. But, I've had a lot of ups and downs on this trip through Asia, and it's really grounding to think about Buddhism. And I don't know. I think the religion I was in before was a little too much Catholicism. I mean, I gave it up before I got into Buddhism. I only really got into Buddhism because of how humbled I felt. Whew. When I was in Japan at these temples. I'm not as humbled as these steps are doing to me. Eyes all over me. At 150. We're still going. This temple, there's no one here. So I feel a little better making a video. It's almost like, why isn't there tourists here? Why did the internet bring me here? And why am I the only one here? It's a little spooky, actually. Because when you see tourists, you're a little less scared. You kind of know what to expect. People want your money. And then go home. But here, no one's taking my money. It's the greatest tourist thing I've ever done. I'm here alone. And what the heck? I went on a guided tour through the national park yesterday, and it was really cool. I mean, I saw an elephant. I saw 2 elephants. Wild elephants. I saw monkeys, and just saw monkeys today. All sorts of animals. Like, by the time you're done with the tour, wild, exotic animals aren't even that interesting anymore. I mean, that thing's pretty cool. I'm not sick of that yet. Or sick is the wrong word. Acclimated. You know, getting used to it. And I'm not acclimated to this culture. What the fuck is that? Is this what they're talking about? I'm alone, man. I'm supposed to go in that alone? I keep walking up? Go into the cave. Let me check out the cave. We can go up that later. This is just kind of shocking. You know, I keep getting in conversations with tourists about, you know, where they're from, and they're like, where are you from? And I'm like, America, and they want to talk about politics, and I don't want to talk about politics, so that's not this type of video. And this is, so I'm gonna pray, and I guess I'm gonna record it, even though it's just prayer, not really meant for everyone to see. Thought I have to donate these types of shrines, but or altars, or I don't know what to call them, but I don't see anywhere to donate. It's like they're not asking for money. No. Just can pray, man. Alright, did a little prayer. I don't know the rules of prayer, but I'm not gonna. So, I feel like that was a superstition I learned when I was a kid. Like, don't tell someone your wish, you don't get it. Is a prayer the same thing as a wish? What's the difference? I mean, I pray all the time, but I never make wishes, but whenever I need a wish, I make a prayer. So I guess prayers are just things you want to come true. I guess some of my prayers got answered, right? Does that mean wishing is just as good as prayer? What's the difference? I'm gonna keep praying because that works for me and feels a little less like a casino, I guess. Like a wish is gambling, prayer. You have the backing of a god, maybe. If you're thinking about it without a Bible in front of you. Okay. These are really cool rocks. I was reading online that these are limestone karst. This seems like chert, like what you would make arrowheads out of. This might be the limestone. You know, I'm not a professional, but I love rocks. I love me some rocks. Love me some nature. Never seen that type of red stuff before. I don't know what it is. It does look like limestone because it's white. I don't know. Can't obsess too much about rocks or people will stop watching. That's usually how it goes in my life. The more I talk about rocks, the more people sign off. So whatever I'm saying, doesn't really matter what I'm talking about. If you like rocks, don't tell people you like rocks, because they will use that shit against you. Be like, this guy is insane. Step 300. And I thought that was on this block, but wrong. Got a huge fucking bell. Some solid ass monk. Probably winched that shit up here. I don't know what this is. In case you want to hang out. You know, you got a little hut. You got some tanks over there. I don't know. Sewage? Oh shit. I don't know if I'm allowed to swear on YouTube. I gotta look that up before I post this. I don't like having a potty mouth. But, you know, it's a tough workout. Sometimes when you're working out and it's real tough, you gotta cuss, you know, say a few dirty words. But 337, so I don't know if that was true. But this is some kind of entrance to a cave. What the fuck? Okay. Okay. We're going in. What the? Oh my gosh. This is on a mountain. I had no idea what I was getting myself into when I came up here. Caveman must look really nice. This feels air conditioned. But I know it's not. Still no donation boxes. Just a place for prayer. And I'm alone. This is the most peaceful environment I've ever been in. So quiet. I have brain damage, so sound's painful for me, so this is really nice. Floor's really rugged. I don't know. Maybe they filled it with dirt. I gotta make prayers on the way out of here. More wishes. More gambles. I mean, I can't. if this was carved by hand, because that would take so long. This has to be natural, right? You know, I'm not good enough in geology or whatever it looks natural to me, but you know, why would they carve it in such a strange pattern? This is kind of crazy. That's really deep. It must have been pre-dug out. It must have been. I mean, this, yeah, I don't know what I'm saying. This has to be I didn't know caves were like this. I didn't know you could just, am I gonna die? It smells weird. I don't think there's any bats in here. But it smells fucking not good. I'm gonna make a quick prayer so I can just get out of here. Prayer TV. Those last prayers just zapped into my head without me thinking about it. Still not gonna tell. That's not what prayers are about. Prayers are about wishes and secrets. One interesting thing about limestone is that you can make tons out of it. In fact, if you chipped a little bit off and you drop something acidic onto it, maybe lemon juice, then it would start fizzling up. So I'm gonna do another prayer real quick. Weird, these prayers are just coming to me without me thinking about it. Maybe it's some spiritual thing about this cave. I don't know. Maybe it's a ghost. That looks like a dog. One more prayer, or like 3 more. I don't know. Okay, I think there's 2 more shrines. Gotta pray at them all. That's the theme of my trip to Asia, I guess. This is such a big cave. It just never ends. Oh my gosh, so many. Okay, where do I go? Okay, I've gotta keep looking. Because I walked up here, I'm the sweatiest person in the village. What is that? We got a second entryway. Yeah, I definitely put this dirt in here because there is construction underneath it. Okay, what the heck is this, man? Oh, this is the scariest part. Yeah. Imagine falling on that and be like, help, help! Save me from the Backwater. Oh shit. Help! Help! I'm from that movie. The man cut his own leg off to survive. Can I breathe? Am I dying? I think I'm dying. So one fun fact about Backwater, other than it's deadly, well, it's deadly in 2 ways. So the first way is if you breathe it in. Second way is if you collect some of the white crap, I forget what it's called, from Backwater Cave. And then you mix that with sulfur and charcoal. And you get gunpowder. So bat poop is how we made guns. Not that anyone should try it. I've looked into trying it. I mean, what's the point of collecting bat guano if you gotta wear a respirator and protective gear? If you're gonna do primitive stuff, you gotta do it as primitive as possible. Not that many people are interested in that, but I am. Oh, this is where the story ends. Unless, got some monks tripping and falling down that. Headed, man. I think I'm gonna die. Shit. I mean, poop. I mean, bat guano. Here's some stuff. I don't see any masks anywhere, so maybe I'll live. Oh my gosh. Okay, I'm gonna look up if I'm gonna die.